This is Paul. Yes. It, well, I've got 19 days, 23 hours, 27 minutes, and 16, 15, 14 seconds. Yeah. Before I have to go to court in Port Townsend, and I thought I'd share this. Yes. I think it's important that I, keep, track of exactly what it is that I'm doing. Because it seems that the sheriffs and the police departments really don't have any time constraints on their obligation to enforce the laws. Mhm. Now, I just want to mention it's 10:03. Yeah, just going to turn the Wi-Fi on. Mhm. Considering that I'm the one that's going to the cell hearing, yeah, and it's my brains that you've decided are well, dysfunctional, really. hmm I thought we'd start this morning with what I just experienced in the last 18 hours. We had a power outage in Clallam County, and the library was closed yesterday because there was no power. And I've had to work through the corruption, yeah, in the police and sheriff's departments, and the thought was, well, since I've got a countdown going on, yes. I thought that I would make sure that I know what day, time, minutes, yes, and seconds there are. Because you seem to have some refusal in acknowledging the actual rights of American citizens. Now, this was filed with the Clallam County Clerk on July 31st of 2015. Yeah. There is no court address, there's no telephone number, there's no clerk's action required as if that were necessary. Then there's the unnecessary putting of the word superior on the actual form itself. Then there's these five sons of mine, Zachary, Bishop, Deacon, Maximilian, and Benjamin. I just wanted to mention to the court, as well as those in law enforcement, that more than likely my sons are watching these videos. Now, you would say there's no idea. They wouldn't Google their own name. But their thought of the last name Budnick, Budnek, it's really a very unique name. There is no other Deacon King Budnick in, well, really the world. I had intentionally chosen their first names, yes, because of the uniqueness of their name. A Maximilian, Maxxamillion, yes, Budnick. See, I remember the actual discussions that I had with Heidi about what to name our children. And for some reason, law enforcement thinks that it's not harmful to children, yes, to have knowledge that one of their parents is having their rights violated. Oh, as if you're not causing some sort of emotional damage to my sons because I make these and I put them on YouTube. I have the right to do that. Yes, you can't obstruct that right. But in the same way, you can't obstruct them from watching the videos. Yes, because, well, at that time, Zachary was 13. Yes. Bishop was 12, Deacon was 11, Maximilian was 8, and Benjamin was 4. Now it's December of 2018. I've sent approximately 2,250,000 emails. Yes. And you don't think it's harmful to children. Every day I put approximately 25 videos on a YouTube channel or on my Facebook profiles. Yes. And I think they know about it. I think they know. Now, I haven't been able to communicate with my five sons because you've refused to acknowledge what knowledge they have. Now, this actually says that the respondent did not receive actual notice of the hearing. Yes. The respondent was not present at the hearing. The order was not issued in accordance with the full faith and credit provisions of the VAWA. And the police and sheriff's departments think that, well, they don't know about Paul's lawsuits. Pooch. They don't know about their own father being homeless. They don't have any knowledge of the crime, yes, of sending me an email that Judge Porter requests my presence in court, then putting me in jail for 27 days, yes, for a failure to appear, yes, for a court hearing where it was alleged that it violated a fraudulent protection order, yes, that has forgeries on it, that did not have any due process to myself, that the petitioner did not sign, yes, and I was not in Sequim, Washington. Now think about it. You could have gotten the bus video surveillance footage from that day. Yes. It would have proved that I wasn't there at 7:47 a.m. Yes. You could have read the email that I sent from this library on that day, December 31st. Yes. That would have proved that I was in this library on December 31st of 2015. And then there should not have been any trial or mental health evaluation if you had admitted the evidence. Now, I know that you don't think it's harmful to children to watch these videos, but the truth is they do know that you as sheriff, they do know. Budnek is a very unique last name. It's not difficult to search for Budnek, and you'll find out about the videos. Now, this idea, yes, that you're going to try persons for crimes they didn't commit for violating fraudulent protection orders. And then you're going to have a cell hearing on January 4th of 2019 because you refuse to acknowledge the evidence. Now, my sons have a legal right to have me as their father. And for every time you said, well, he's going to have to motion the court. Your fraud of issuing fraudulent protection orders, where I've been arrested for fraudulent crimes, yes, where I was not in those cities. Sheriff, in the next 2 hours, I'm going to get so fucking pissed off you have no idea. Now, as I mentioned, these 5 sons, yes, they're mine, and I want them, and I told you that I wanted them. Now, I've exposed your fraud to what could be millions of children. I've exposed your false arrests for crimes that I didn't commit. I've exposed the fraud of issuing criminal complaints, yes, without any penalty of perjury. And for some reason, you think as law enforcement that children don't understand exactly what he's saying.